Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside. I'm outside making connections in nature, trying to mimic how I move in nature with the way that other animals do in nature. As animals on this planet, we don't walk the way other animals do. We look at our feet and we make sure that we're safe. Now, wildlife uses all of their senses, sometimes even taste. So, to get the best connection using all my senses, I'm going to move the way that wildlife does, which means I'm really going to need to slow down and be aware of my feet while also smelling, while also listening, also looking around, trying to be aware, trying to be present, being mindful. So when I move, I'm actually going to change the way my feet contact the ground. I might make small efforts to avoid snapping a twig, or if I'm on a trail, especially like this, I'm not going to drag my feet. I'm not going to pound my heels. So I'm going to gently curl my feet as they come over, and I'm going to stop, look and listen, and I'm going to look all the way around. Again, with our eyes forward, the way we've been developed to be successful as a mammal species on this planet, eyes are forward the way that most predators are. We very rarely turn around and look behind us. Most prey animals, herbivores and rodents, things like that, have their eyes slightly to the side. And depending on the mammal, they might have field of vision that includes both forward, behind, above, slightly below. Their field of vision is greater than ours. So if I want to mimic moving through nature and experiencing nature the way that other members of the wildlife community do, I will have to turn around, right? I've been amazed at how many times I've seen wildlife interacting in the forest around me, and they've just been behind me, crossing the trail, smelling where I've been, and I've had a chance to glimpse a few turkey, a few fox, a few marten, and even the beaver. All right, I get a chance to walk with a dog, and he very much is an eyes forward navigator of the natural world. But again, if I'm trying to walk through nature the way my dog does, very much relying on my nose, right, where most of his sensory experience comes from, but also listening. And I will know if there's a different scent on the wind by watching what he's doing, and that'll be my cue to move through nature and try and look. And I have been surprised more than once by my ability to spot something, another animal that's moving through the forest before he does, because that's not where he's at. I also have the advantage of being slightly higher in my field of vision, right? So I can spot a deer from a distance, sometimes long before he does. So I'm going to stop, look all around, smell, I'm going to feel the air, listen to birds. And again, if I want to change the way I'm listening to the world, I do this with kids as an outdoor entertainer. I'll invite them to adopt what I call deer ears, right? Look up, around, bring it in. It's also a small change in what I wear. I own a lot of winter hats where, in order to keep my ears warm, they come right down over the ears. And when I'm out enjoying a nature connection, I make an effort to wear a hat that doesn't cover the opening of my ear. So I do have a number of hats that I wear specifically when I'm out walking the dog. So despite my earlobes getting a little more cold by my choice of hat, not at the cost of my hearing. Or sometimes if I'm going to be actively listening, I'll pull that hat up or fold the rim so that my ears are exposed. Yeah. So there's a different way of moving through the forest to better make connections in this slow, mindful way of navigating the natural world. Comes with a greater awareness. You get a chance to notice. My eyes, human, very much focused on movement. Also, a great ability to notice color and contrast, the play of light on dark. I don't have the ability to see in infrared or ultraviolet the way that some other animals do, but so I'll play to my strengths, looking for movement, but also listening above what's behind me. And for that, I'm going to move my head just the way we're designed. So making an effort to change how I walk, when I walk, and get a chance to see how other living things react according to how I act. That includes myself. So it's not exercise, right? I'm not walking at a pace. It's going to raise my heart rate, not getting any cardiovascular strength, but I am strengthening a different skill, different set of muscles, all right? My mindfulness muscles. And while I'm at it, I'll get a sense to experience some gratitude. An amazing sunset, capturing the last light of the day. Some very needed and appreciated shorter wavelengths of red as opposed to the blue light I get watching a screen all day at work on my monitor when I'm not outside enjoying time in nature with guests and staff and students. So that's why I do what I do when I get a chance to do it. Change the way I walk. I've been outside for over a half hour and I've had a chance to get in my steps and raise my heart rate. I'm getting a chance to be mindful, changing the way I walk. It's a different intention. I'll have a different outcome. So if you are in the habit of going for a walk, that's its intention. It's exercise. But there are opportunities to change the way you walk, meet your intention. And for that, use your senses. You want to practice some mindfulness, some nature connection. It involves smelling, listening, tasting the air, touching, watching movement, feeling air moving around you. Give it a try. Doesn't take long. A couple of moments. Haven't covered a lot of ground, but it does take some time. And I'll get a chance to do it in different parts of different forests, different times of year, different times of day. Definitely changes the experience. So change the way you walk. Change your intention for a deeper, more impactful nature connection. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you again soon. Go outside. Thanks. Bye-bye.